Welcome to the Tidurium Hangar. This is Mike, and if you have been watching the channel, you probably saw my Legends Transformers rant video, and that was meant to be comedy about how I'm getting into these Legends figures, and I'm going to start messing with Legends figures, but I guess the comedy was miss. Anyhow, you're going to see a couple more of these Legends figures reviews on my channel, and I'm trying to get the scale down. I still don't quite get it, but as I get more of these, I'm going to try to explain the scale to you. Now, I have seen a good video by Transfix that sort of shows scale. Magnus in his loot crates, and he shows some scale on how it works too. And they have both helped me out on this, and so I don't think I'll be buying anything that just won't fit together very well. So anyway, I'm going to show you all that in the comparisons, but let's get into Sideswipe, and let's get into looking at the box. Alright, so let's have a good look at this packaging, and it is really tiny. Of course, they're real tiny figures, so the packaging is going to be really small. I do like the window box. You kind of see what you can get, and you know, it's kind of cool stuff, especially if you're shopping out and about. But you know, the thing is I saw some of these at the TFCon floor, on some of the videos on the TFCon floor, and seeing like stacks and stacks of these just is really, really exciting. I gotta say, it's kind of fun, almost like a kid in a toy store. Alright, so here he is, and yes, I'm, what, a year or 2 years late in the Legends game and messing with these things. But the cool part about it is that there's more options. There's actually a McFansoy's version of this, which I thought was a KO of this, but my understanding is the McFansoy's one is its own mold. But I hear Magic Square is still better. So let's go ahead and get into transforming this little bad boy. Now I transformed it into this, so transforming the back should be pretty simple. And we're gonna work on that. So this sort of folds out all of the way, and the head falls off, which is fun. Just pop it back on. Now, it's interesting how it all kind of works together. Like, you break the legs loose, and the legs fold in a strange way, and the arms fold around in a strange way, and there are a couple of faux pieces on this, so that's all really some interesting stuff. So breaking all that loose, you fold the legs around, and then you flip it over all of the way. I like to build from the bottom up, actually. So what you're going to do is fold this little piece to the back all the way. You're sliding this down all of the way, and then in here, that little panel that I said covers up, you want to fold it over. Put the foot down all the way, and then it all connects together, well, just fine. There you go. So you've got one leg, and so here let's get the other leg, and see, this slides down, the spoiler folds to the back, and then this piece right here, you're gonna have to get the foot out of the way to clear it, and fold all that in, and then put the foot back out, and the foot comes out all of the way. And then you simply just line it all up. So everything's easier said than done. I do like the fact you have ankle tilt on this, so that's pretty impressive. So next, we're gonna do the arms, which are folded around the back, which are simple. It's real easy. You just unfold them. And then with this thing way out of the way, you want to tuck the tires in. And they're tucked in. Let's do the other arm. So we're going to undo this. We're going to fold the tire all the way in. And then we're going to make all the arms come out to match up just right, and fold the chest down. Now, see, I thought we were supposed to turn it. Yeah, we did turn the pelvis. And then turn the head. And I'm gonna clean this up just a little bit. This chest slides up. That wheel needs to come down a little bit. Here he is all transformed up. And I think he looks pretty good. I mean, it's a nice look. You know that Sideswipe. There's no doubt in my mind. This forearm is kind of a faux forearm because you also have that piece down at the bottom. So it's interesting how they did that. The engineering behind this is really interesting. And I think that's part of the premium you pay for this size of a figure is because of the amount of engineering that goes into it. But looking into this here, you've got the little side cannon gun, which looks cool. You have the itty bitty little gun there, which I'm not even gonna take off. They're just so small. And he does have some waist swivel. He has the ankle tilt. There's ankle tilt to him. You can get him with some extreme poses. And I think that's pretty impressive for a figure this small. I mean, we're putting in modern masterpiece engineering in such a small figure. Now, the legs do come untabbed very easy. Not a big deal because I'm the kind of person that puts them on a shelf and just kind of leaves them. But these legends lend yourself to wanting to play with them and transform them because they're kind of easy. So I think that's the big draw to these is that they're simple, they're easy, and although value can be discussed, I do think that they are technically cheaper than Masterpiece. But let's bring in a Masterpiece and let's see. So you're paying $80 for a figure that's this size, and you're paying $33 for a figure of that size. But I'm not gonna lie to you, you can get a KO of this guy for like 27 bucks. So you can actually get that guy cheaper online. So that's kind of a challenge right there. Then if you look into it though, space. And we're gonna get into that here in a little bit. We're also gonna do some massive amounts of comparisons. Here they both are from the back, and it's sad to say, but I actually think the Magic Square one cleans up better than the Masterpiece, but the Masterpiece presents better with the paint, which that is the plus version. Okay, so we're gonna get into a ridiculous amount of comparisons here. First one is, we're gonna compare with, this is the iGear Sea Spray as a mini bot. I think that looks okay. This is the Commander KO version I reviewed on around July 4th. That's going to be my Optimus Prime. That works. I think that works scale-wise. Now, of course, Magic Squares, Trailbreaker, that works. Of course, Magic Square scales with Magic Square. I think some of Magic Square works with McFan's Toys. Now, does it also work with Hasbro's Seeker? I think it does, but I think it does not work with Hasbro's Legion size Seeker, which I screwed up. I spent $4, whatever. Now, McFan's Toys Soundwave. Between Soundwave and this, I think is a bit of a stretch. And I think Soundwave's actually a bit big for the Prime. But let's keep going. Does it work with the Insecticon? Let's slide that in the frame a little bit better. Here's Hasbro's Insecticon. And then I've got, this is the McFan's Toys version of DX9's Seekers, and how does that work? I think that's okay. But I think what I'm seeing with this line is that Hasbro's Legends are too small for the McFan's Toys and even for Magic Square. But I think Magic Square, for the most part, can blend really well with the McFan's Toys, which means a lot to me because I like the Magic Square probably the most and McFan's Toys size. Now this is where I think Legends shine the most, and they make a bot, a city bot, or even the Armada Unicron look good. But how would these look with HasLabs Unicron? Now, I had probably planned on buying 30 of these, and I'm probably only going to get about 20. I'm cutting back so I can afford the Unicron. Now I'm going to probably do another video talking about how to afford the Unicron because that is an issue. But anyhow, look at how these look. These really make these smaller figures look massive. And when I did the video talking about how big is too big and the city bots and how big I think city bots should be, this came up more than any other topic, that Legends with the existing city bots will give you the scale and the size and the look that you need, and I wholeheartedly agree. But anyway, I want to hear what you think. Where are you at with these Legends figures? Is this Sideswipe super cool or not? Like, subscribe, and also, are you in on Unicron? Titanium Hanger out.